Okay, here's how to hack a game of Pressure Luck and win every time, I think. And fair warning, this is going to take pretty long, so I hope I don't fill with too much dead air, so. For the question runs, you want to make sure both players are actually right. Even though technically... I mean, in order to do that, you got to know your trivia really well. Also, but don't worry, I have an expansive knowledge, really. I've got 12 consecutive games of 1 versus 100 under my belt. Can't really do well in a game of Deal or No Deal.
If you drive from San Francisco to Seattle, then on to Portland, which state do you finally arrive in?
This is one of those rare questions.
Okay, player one.
Where all 3 of the answer choices are right. I feel like this may be the only one, but I'm not sure if it is. Whoever's a big fan of the Pressure Luck DVD game, comment down below if this is not the only question that you see all 3 answer choices being correct. Because there is a Portland, Oregon, and Portland, Maine. And now we're back to one answer being right, obviously.
The name of which state comes from the Spanish word for red or ruddy? All right, player 2, for a chance at 1 spin, what's your answer?
And yet another freebie in a row. Nice. Ah, there we go.
Well, my head's spinning. Let's see how you scored on question 3. 1 with a 1 and 1 with a 3. Let's see what happens now. Player 2, this is your next chance to score big. Get it right, and those 3 spins are yours. Every day, the manufacturer of which board game reputedly prints more money than the U.S. Treasury?
Hey, Poker Mania and Billionaire, quit slacking off. Make as much more fake money as Monopoly does. That's what I would say to them. Let's check the score for question 4. And, yep, 8 all. So player 1's got to take 4 either way. So.
Okay, player 1, you have the least spin, so you are first to test your luck on the big board. You're spinning for big bucks or great prizes. That's if the whammy doesn't get you first.
Okay, Mexico is worth $500, of course. And BT Dubs, I should mention, in that rare, very rare rule that if both players have the same spins and no money and are tied, then the player to the left, I think, would be up first. So player 1 would be the starter by default. Because 1 comes before 2 in numerical order. And another 500, of course. How I know it was going to be a double your money square. For that time being. And if I'm right, it should be another $2,000. What are the odds? Anyway, and I'm pretty sure next spin would be Color TV for $17.50, if I'm correct. Yep. It's always what it's worth, so. Alright. Alright, so that's 4 spins taken for the first player. So now you want to make sure, or the other player gets a maximum of 12 spins.
You are up next.
Let's begin the frenzy. I'll take the lawnmower, which is worth $750.
Here's your score, player 2.
And now I'm very sure that's the first whammy of the game.
Player 2, you just scored your first whammy.
I know. And guess what, Todd? I'm about to score another.
Ain't no money no more, 'cause the baby's gonna leave you poor.
Whoa, that's your second whammy, player 2.
Now, I wish this next spin was a whammy, but unfortunately, I think there's $2,000.
Stopped at $2,000. That's a good spin.
You were expecting a whammy there, weren't you?
Here's your score, player 2.
Well, it's not there, but it's about to be coming up right now.
What can't we? You'll say I got your money and taking it
Uh-oh, one more whammy and you're going home.
Now, the rest of these spins from here on out are going to be anything but a whammy. I might want you to keep that in mind.
Well done. $1,000 plus an extra spin.
Hey, got an extra spin, baby. Oh, yeah.
Here's your score, player 2.
So that was really 8 spins to go. Now it's 7. And now it really is 7 to go. But we're not getting any more spins from here on out.
Hey, that's $1,000. Not bad.
Here's your score, player 2.
Stopped. You've picked up $1,750.
Better than 1,000.
Here's your score, player 2.
Hey, it's your choice. Pick a coin.
And yet another lawnmower.
Here's your score, player 2.
Option. Another mower option.
Hey, that's $1,000. Not bad.
They're probably replacing all the whammy hits with this.
Here's your score, player 2.
Pick a space in.
1,500, please.
Here's your score, player 2.
Stopped at $2,000. That's a good spin.
Here's your score, player 2.
Remember that $515 space? Well, guess what? Deja vu.
Here's your score, player 2.
Let's head into round 2 now. And player 1, you get to answer first for the chance at 3 spins. Birthday cakes for Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Dolly Parton, and Cher called for how many candles in 2006?
Why couldn't this be a number figure in
For a
candles?
chance to win
Come on.
1 spin. Player 2, it's over to you. That's it for the first question of round 2. Now, let's see how many spins you've managed to pick up. One with the 1 and one with the 3. Let's see what happens now. Player 2, your chance to answer first for a chance at those very important 3 spins. The word I'm looking for here is something novels and movie scripts have, as well as navigators, cemeteries, farmers, and assassins. Player 1, you paying attention? Your chance to answer that question correctly now for 1 spin. Well, now that the answers are all in, let's see if you got it right.
Of course did.
One with the 1 and one with the 3. Let's see what happens now. Here's your next question, player number 1.
Really, reason I'm not giving any instructions in this rate, because the second round is the same as the first. You repeat the same thing over again.
What behavioral oddity did the great scientist Louis Pasteur display when meeting new people?
Trust me, Howie Mandel does the same kind of behavior when he's in LA, obviously. Or anywhere in the world. He's a germaphobe, so... I wonder if Louis Pasteur was a germaphobe as well. Oh.
Picked up that time around.
Seems like one.
One with the 1 and one with the 3. Let's see what happens now. Round 2, question 2, player 2. It's all the 2s. A right answer scores you 3 spins. When the British attacked in 1814, which First Lady is credited with saving the original draft of the Constitution? Player 1, you paying attention? Your chance to answer that question correctly now for 1 spin.
And hello, Dolly!
So, how did we all do that time? Let's take a look and find out. One with the 1 and one with the 3. Let's see what happens now.
And of course, player 1 goes. It's tied.
Okay,
but
player 1,
remember,
you have the
to
least
left.
spin, so you go on to the big board. You can either spin for cash and prizes, or you can pass to the next player. Good luck.
All right.
Hey, good spin. There's $1,500.
Here's your score, player 1. Join the High Rollers in Las Vegas. Including show tickets and spending money, this prize is worth $3,000. Here's your score, player 1.
Righty-o, you've got a...
Oh yeah, 2 more spins. Oh yeah, 2 more spins, that's right.
Stopped.
And another 3,500.
Here's your score, player 1.
Unfortunately, I got some bad news. There's gonna be another. There's a whammy.
Look at me, I'm lost in space, and you just lost your money.
Oh, bad luck, player 1. That's your first whammy.
And that's 4 spins, so I'm very sure, Passeroo. Because the key, if you have 3 whammies, you definitely want to have as much free spins as possible. Because remember, there's another round after round 2. Not in the real game, but this game, of course. Of course, there is another round, so... So you may want to get used to it. $1,000, yep.
Here's your score, player 2.
Stopped at $3,500.
Now the third round can be very different, but I'll tell you more when we get past these spins that are pretty agonizingly
Here's
long.
your
I think.
score, player 2.
Well done. $3,000 to your total.
Here's your score, player 2.
All right.
Plenty of...
All right.
Stopped at $5,000. That's a good spin and big bucks.
Yeah.
Player 2, this is your total.
Nice spin. You've stopped on $2,000.
Player 2, this is your total.
Stopped. That's $1,000 to your total.
Player 2, this is your total.
Stopped. You've picked up a big $4,000.
Player 2, this is your total.
You gain another 10,500 in these next 4 spins.
Stopped. That's $1,000 to your total.
Player 2, this is your total.
Hey, good spin. There's $1,500.
Player 2, this is your total.
Let's gain 8 more thousand.
For a special lady, this 2-carat solitaire diamond ring will add some sparkle, valued at $5,000. Player 2, this is your total.
And let's just add another $3,000 to it, shall we?
Well done. $3,000 to your total.
Okay, round 3 is a little different. If you're behind in round 3, your aim is to get as much spins as possible in order to catch up to the other player. But if you're in the lead, they focus on highest cash total, so you may want to botch this round a little bit. So you may want to botch. I'll explain a bit more. The pituitary, adrenal, and thyroid glands are all part of what system? I'm very sure if you're player 1, that has to be endocrine. I'm just using this as an example, just so you know. For player 2, it would not be the endocrine. It would have to be something different. And like, I don't know, dare I say the lymph system? Yep, 1 question is successful. And now player 2 needs to botch 3 spins. Yeah, you heard me right. Botch 3 of them. No matter what. No matter what. But if you're the leader. From which country can you see both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans? Definitely not Alaska, because that would be a state. Don't be too obvious with that. Oh, just take a gander and say Brazil. If you're player 2. But if you were player 1, you basically would have to know that. Oh, well, of course it's Costa Rica. Which gains another point. Bada boom, bada bang. Easy peasy, feel my breezy. And of course, player 1 has to get the answer right. 2, which of these substances is used in the process of leather making? I mean, has anyone checked their leather jacket and noticed there's salt? You definitely would not want to give a wrong answer as calcium carbonate, because I don't think chalk would be that much of a product. But go close and say, maybe sand, since you're a beachhead. And of course. And of course, you gotta botch another one. What's the word that doctors use for abnormally fast heartbeat? The right answer is tachycardia, if I'm pronouncing that right. But suppose you wanted to go with, I don't know, a very good closer answer, which I thought it was for at first. Thrombosis. This is player 1, so, yep, of course you gotta get it right here. And after question 4, there's no more, as you just saw Tom Newton read lips to. Yep, that's 8 spins for player 1.
Moving right along.
Here's a good glitch for you.
Player 1, you've won the highest amount of cash, so you're the first on the big board. Will you press your luck with the whammies, or pass your spins on to the next player?
Fair warning, if you're the one that's behind, you may try and pass, but the leader might not feel up to spinning, so... Oh, they'll pass back, so get ready, because you're stuck with the whammies.
To celebrate because your money is now mine. This is for the whammy.
The reason for botching if you're the leader, because the behind person will be the focus.
Whammied again, player 1. That's 2 whammies.
It's whatever you do, if the behind person passes to the leader and hopes that you get a 4th whammy, don't even try to spin. Pass it back.
Stopped at $8,000.
I mean, sure, you're surging with $8 grand as of right now.
Here's your score, player 1.
But it's a very long 36,500 to tie. I am afraid.
Stopped
Another
at
$8 grand.
$8,000.
Wait, what the heck? 16 large? Huh. Still not impressed.
Here's your score, player 1.
That's your opponent may comply with. 28.5 still to go. Oh, they may say. And bam, you got a 3rd whammy. Nice.
I'm running up with your cash.
Or so you think.
Whammy, whammy, whammy. One more and you're out of the game. 4 spins.
I mean, there's some
Great.
points you
That's
may
3
want to
whammies.
think about passing to your opponent, but
Player 2.
just because you pass, they're not entitled to spin. And obviously. And so they're just gonna, pass them back. And player 1,
Player 1, it's your turn.
and it'll be their turn for the rest of the game because they can't pass anymore. I didn't have to pass in this demo, but I just wanted to illustrate a point. 6,000.
Here's your score.
This is why the leader needs to botch the 3rd question round. Should we get that 4th whammy now? Yay!
No, can you believe it? That's your 4th whammy, and you're out of the game.
It doesn't have to be determined that way, but still.
Well, there it is, and
But still, you're
congratulations to
44-5
player number
is safe.
2. You're the champion of the day. I'm Todd Newton, and I hope we'll see you again
In
real
this
soon
example.
for another exciting game of Press Your Luck. And remember, the side of that whammy can make your hands all clammy. Who wrote that? Did you write that? I didn't write that. We'll see you next time.
Indeed we will.